Welcome to this varsity football matchup. We have about 20 minutes until kickoff, so stick around until it starts. Thank you for watching STC TV.
Have you ever seen the Titanic movie?
Yes.
This is STC TV, the one and only streaming service for St. Christopher's athletics. From varsity sports to middle school sports, we've got you covered.
They rush the court! Oh no!
Nash looking to run.
And he hurdles him! And it is deep.
Out. Saints are state champs. Green's
Wide
got a lot
open.
of space.
He's wide
and a
open.
touchdown, Saints. And that's it. He's hyped.
As always, thank you for tuning in. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream.
Welcome to the St. Christopher's Varsity football matchup versus St. Alban School. We have about 10 minutes until the game starts, so please stay tuned. And 10 minutes until it starts. Thank you.
And I might act, I know I'm like supposed to be on the play-by-play, but I might act a little more like color because I'm still sort of like, I really just got into football this year, so I'm still like learning.
Yeah, listen, let's, in many ways, let's make it conversation.
Yes, sir.
And I'll help out. And, if we want to continue to do like down and distance, I was able to talk to Coach Clell and some of the players. So, we'll just make a conversation.
Yeah.
If you're on the JV, I could hear you, but it seemed like maybe your mic was a little farther.
Yeah, it was a little far. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure.
And we've been having trouble with like
Yeah.
flipping the speakers.
Yeah. There's sometimes the body
It's
hurts.
just, we had some.
We've probably just kind of been playing around with the volume.
Yeah.
Because when we introduced the wireless mics for like post game stuff, we have to change the volume up.
Gotcha.
So,
What's your name?
Pass Wolf.
Harris. Yeah, good to see you. And George. Yep. And your grandfather was, or is, Professor Nachi, right? W now? Nice. That's right.
Just right around here, reasonable schools.
This is STC TV, the one and only streaming service for St. Christopher's athletics. From varsity sports to middle school sports, we've got you covered.
They rush the corner.
There's Nash looking to run.
And he hurls him.
And it is deep. Out. Saints are state champs. Goodrich
Wide open.
space. It's wide open. Touchdown, Saints. And that's it. He's hype.
As always, thank you for tuning in. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream.
Good afternoon, fans, and welcome to this varsity football game between St. Albans and your St. Christopher Saints. Today on the call, we have myself, Winston Morris, and Coach Jones.
Winston, how you doing? Thanks for having me today.
Yeah,
I'm
no
excited to join you on a beautiful day
Yeah.
here at Knowles Field as we watch the Saints try to move to 3-0 on the year against a St. Albans team that comes in with a record of 1-1.
Yes, sir.
It's already been a successful morning of football as the JV team
Yeah.
won earlier today. Winston, you had double duty.
Yes, sir.
Yes. This game now. Tell us about the JV game. How'd that go today?
It was very impressive, and it was a great start for the year with the Saints winning, I believe, 27 to nothing, around that. And yeah, it was a really great start.
The Saints came on strong at the end of that JV game. It was 3-0 for quite some time, and then they had an offensive outburst at the end. Hopefully their depth and conditioning led the way, and hopefully we see the same thing again for our varsity team. But both teams seem to have a large number of players, so it'll be interesting to see how the weather and conditioning plays into this one.
Yeah. Hopefully the Saints will continue their record.
Last year, St. Christopher's traveled to Washington, D.C. to take on the Bulldogs and emerged with a 37-6 victory. But as we all know, it's a new year, new teams,
Yes, sir.
new players. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
St.
Great
Albans
kickoff.
kicking off.
Caught
Ball
by
is handled by number 9, Jacob Zoller.
incredible junior.
Nice return out to the 36-yard line, which will give the Saints their opening drive and a first down. Winston, what do you expect to see from the Saints today? Do you think they're going to look to run, pass, have a mixture? What's your prediction?
I think it'll be a lot of passing, and well, I think it'll just be a mixture of all of it actually. As I've seen in previous games, there's a lot of teamwork between many players.
The depth and balance of this team makes them dangerous.
Yes, sir.
The offensive line is all returners from last year.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to see a heavy dose of the run, but St. Albans looks to have a pretty sizable defensive front.
Yeah.
Nice quick pass out to number 2, Willie Jennings. About a 14-yard gain. I like that play call to start the game. Let's get a quick, easy throw for Khalil.
Sure.
Get him in a good rhythm.
Yeah, Khalil always has great throws.
I think we're going to try to get a lot of our playmakers touches early.
Yes, sir.
Get them in the flow of the game. Hand off to Jacob Zoller for what appears to be no gain. Coach Clellan calls this group his 11 personnel, and it gives him flexibility because in this alignment we can have Henry Alejandro at fullback and Jacob Zoller in the backfield as a tailback. But without doing any substituting, we can also move Jacob out to the perimeter as a receiver and let Henry handle the running duties. Nice run, but there is a flag on the play.
Is it good?
Let's see what the call is. This one will be coming back, offensive holding, which negates a nice run. So we'll back it up and repeat second down. For many Saints fans, St. Albans might seem like a relatively new opponent. We have not played them in a while.
Indeed.
Well, Winston, I happened to look at a old St. Christopher's yearbook from 1928, and we played St. Albans in football during the 1927 season.
Wow.
So we've seen these guys before, starting a long time ago. That game, Winston, though, in 1927 was not overly exciting. It was 6-0, and St. Albans emerged.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have a more interesting finish.
Hopefully we have a little more offense today and a different outcome.
Yes, sir.
At least for the St. Christopher's fans. Nice play there to make it third and manageable. About 2 yards to go for the first down. There's a quick handoff to Henry Alejandro for the first down. Coming into the game now, giving Alejandro a break is number 25, Max Buono. First down! First down! We'll have 1st and 10 for the Saints as they are marching on their opening drive at the St. Albans 34-yard line. Hand off to number 22, Maddox White, but flag on the play. That is also going to be coming back with a holding penalty. Let's go, O-line! Let's go! Coach McClellan's probably not happy with 2 penalties to start the game.
Yeah.
Holding penalties can really derail a drive. This Saints team, if they can be in third and short situations, they're so dangerous because Khalil's a good passer. He's also a threat running the ball. Willie, Jacob, Brandon, they're all threats to receive, and then you can hand it up the middle to Max or Henry.
Yeah. Henry's definitely terrifying to see on the field, as well as Darius. I'd hate to find myself in their path.
This offensive line they have been and should continue to be a lot of fun to watch. It's very rare to have so many linemen back from a unit that was very successful the year before. And controlling the line of scrimmage offensively and defensively is so important. Almost a wonderful diving catch just off the hands of Jacob Zoller. Now we've got third and about 20. So interesting play call here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Clellan tries to run a play to maybe get about 10 yards, and then you've got a 4th and manageable.
Yeah. Oh,
just over
incomplete,
the head of number 25, Max Buono. So the punting unit will come on. That goes back to it's tough when you're moving and then have a penalty.
Yeah.
That sets you back. But we'll play the field position game and hopefully pin St. Albans deep. Number 2 for St. Albans, Kendall Weaver, is deep to return the punt. Off the side of Jacob Zoller's foot, but out of bounds at the 19-yard line. So that'll give St. Albans their opening possession of the game. So Winston, you did the JV game today. One thing about this Saints team, there are a number of key players that are up from the JV.
Yeah. With gaining such players as like Maddox White, Constantinos, and Darius, it's definitely an upgrade, I think. As with losing so many players last year, the varsity team could really use them.
That's one of the benefits of having such a strong JV team, and players get that valuable game experience. And I think it's really neat to do the morning JV game or the afternoon varsity game. I can't remember that happening before.
Yeah, it was a nice warm-up for this, but still don't know if it's fully prepared me for what's coming.
St. Albans, nice play on first down, number 4, Nelson Dorsey. Talking to defensive coordinator for St. Chris, Greg Toon, before the game, he mentioned that St. Albans is unique in that they blend the old and the new. They'll come out and run an offense known as the wing T, and then sometimes they go 4 wide. So the wing T is a lot of misdirection to try to confuse the defense as to which way the ball is going.
Yeah, I'd definitely watch out for that. Ooh.
Handoff to the left side for St. Albans, and they'll pick up a first down. Coach Toon had high praise for his defensive line yesterday, saying that it's one of the most talented, if not the most talented defensive lines that he's coached.
I'd agree with that statement. They're definitely very impressive.
There's that defensive line right there, number 30, Henry Alejandro, making the play. We've got a relatively new linebacking core. Kirk George out to number 5. McGuire Boyd playing number 6, wearing jersey number 6, replacing linebackers from last year like Trent Hendrick and Lucas Camanas and Harrison Wood, who all had tremendous seasons. Rollout pass, complete, short of the first down.
Stopped by Brandon Jennings.
Pass to number 6, Kenny Delanian. Third and short for St. Albans. St. Albans is quarterbacked by number 11, Miles Upchurch, who is a sophomore. QB sneak Upchurch, and there's that defensive line stopping the Bulldogs on the quarterback sneak. So we will have 4th and short. It'll be decision time. Do you test the St. Christopher's defensive line and go for it? Punt it away?
I think they will.
And it looks like they are keeping their offense on the field. Yes, and the play is coming in. Now, in a 4th and short situation, the defensive line has to really watch the ball. They may try and draw St. Christopher's off
Yeah.
sides.
They're definitely making a risky move, but they can pull it off.
I think he's short, unless he got that final push. And it looks like they're moving the chains. They got the first down.
Yeah.
Just by a few inches. I'm surprised there wasn't a measurement.
Yeah. I think it might be just because it's so early in the game that it's not too serious yet. So they can give a little bit of slack in some places.
Probably many of these officials, this is probably their 3rd straight day working high school football.
Yeah.
There's been a shortage of officials.
Ooh.
So many public school games have been played on Thursday nights.
Wow.
There are always a slate of Friday night games. And then many of the private schools, St. Christopher's included, often play on Saturday.
Yeah.
But before too long, Winston, we're going to have some Friday night light games.
Yeah, once the pavilion and all the lights go up, it'll definitely be interesting.
That will be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
St. Christopher's is hoping to play a few Friday night light games per year. But I think we'll also have our fair share of traditional Saturday afternoon contests as well.
Yeah.
Second down to the Bulldogs. Rollout pass.
Incomplete.
And there is number 74, Darius Gray. And number 30, Henry Alejandro,
Yeah.
disrupting Upchurch's pass attempt.
Yeah.
Playing cornerback for the Saints, closest to us, number 14, Deacon Begley is a sophomore.
Yeah, very, very impressive sophomore. He's also an incredible lacrosse player, as his name would constantly show up last year, the games I attended.
Coach Crowell had high praise for him. Oh, that's an interception.
Ooh.
And there it is. Beautiful interception.
Yeah.
Leaping to snag it out of the air. Number 5, Kurt Ward. And there's the first turnover of the game. Finishing up the thought on Deacon Begley, Coach Cloud said he has done a great job as a sophomore.
Yeah.
Being a starter in the varsity.
Yeah.
Then when you're playing quarterback, you're often out on an island, having to cover your receiver.
Yeah, he's definitely an incredible player.
Handoff to number 9, Jacob Zoller. Spinning to pick up the first down.
All right. What? All right.
Playing receiver for the Saints, we have number 10, Bryce Neely, number 3, Brandon Jennings. Handoff again to Jacob Zoller. For 2, we'll have 2nd and 8.
One duo on the field that always impresses me is Zoller and Nash, as I believe the first game of the season. They played incredibly together until Nash got injured. But it's good to see that he's back.
Nice pass to number 10, Bryce Neely, for another St. Christopher's first down. You mentioned Deacon Begley is a very talented lacrosse player as well. Bryce Neely is also an extremely talented baseball player.
Yes, I attended some of his games last year, and I think, being one of the few freshmen on varsity team, that's really got to say something. But yeah, he's and then basketball too.
He was the leader of our freshman team last year and a talented basketball player as well.
Indeed.
Nice run from Maddox White, breaking some tackles for another first down. Maddox is coming off surgery to repair a torn ACL. So it is fantastic to see him out on the field, running hard, looking great.
And if I remember correctly, was that the injury suffered during the football season last year, or was it another one?
Yes. So he was electrifying last year. Another example of a current varsity player that was playing JV last year. And about halfway through the season, he hurt his knee and couldn't play. So he's had a good full year of rehab.
But yeah, it's great to see that he's back on his feet now and playing.
Saints are running hard behind that offensive line. Reed Felton, another key member, number 56. John Miles, number 52. He's a name you're going to hear a lot offensively and defensively.
John Miles he's a package.
Willie Jennings in motion. Nice pass by
great
Khalil
pass to Bryce Neely, who lands the first touchdown of the game, I believe.
Touchdown Saints.
That was an incredible play.
That was a nice play, and it took advantage of the threat of the multiple weapons. Willie Jennings running in motion to the right, worried about maybe the jet sweep handoff, and then Khalil running left. You didn't know if he was going to keep it or run it.
It's good that he had
keep
options.
Keep it or throw it, and then he threw a dart to Bryce, who did the rest.
Jack Slocker punting. They're going for the extra point. And it's good. So far, I have not seen him miss one.
Nice job there on special teams. Long snapper Luke Pendlebury. And then the holder. Ball was handled beautifully by number 29, Thomas Mullins, who got it down for Slocker to kick it through. So after a drive where a couple penalties set the Saints back.
Yeah. Oh, if I'm correct, I believe that's Andre Green on the field.
Oh, yes, and Trent Hendrick. Andre Green and Trent Hendrick.
Ooh, wow.
Both are in their bye weeks at University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill for Andre, and James Madison University for Trent. It's always fun and special when alumni come back to cheer on their friends who are still playing for the Saints.
And especially those two, as they both carried this football team last year.
One of the fun things about last year was the remarkable school spirit that we had with having a return to a full season of athletics. And by all signs, that school spirit has remained, and we have a great student section standing up.
Yeah.
A lot of cowboy hats. It looks like it's a Western themed.
Yeah, the Wild West theme. Definitely. I did not expect it to be actually that successful, as I don't know too many people who own cowboy hats, but clearly it worked.
Saints kicking off.
Oh.
Looks like we had offsides, and tough to tell with the penalty if that was Slocker just laying up, or was that a attempted onside kick?
Seems to be a little. So it seems the crowd's a little upset.
I would imagine if that was an attempt to do an onside kick, they're going to kick it away deep because the element of surprise won't be there anymore. Seven nothing, St. Christopher's with 1 minute to go.
Great start to this game.
In the first quarter. Hopefully our audio is coming through. I received a text message or two from some of our viewers letting me know that they couldn't hear everything. We are working hard to get those issues resolved.
Yeah. One thing for this game that I'm really hoping is that I saw in the JV game was even though they had a 20-point lead, they still played as hard and worked as hard throughout the whole game. And I'm hoping that Varsity will show the same commitment.
That's what I did.
Have to see if St. Alban's comes out in their wing tee. Or do they go spread? Coach Toon was expecting both looks.
Yeah.
He said the key against the wing T is to read the guard, and the ball usually goes whichever way the guards go. So the guards go left, the ball's going left. And there's a nice run by number 3 for St. Albans Christian Chairless. Looks like St. Albans guards are number 70, Merrick Jen, and 56. Second and 5. Guards go left again, and there's a big run
Evading.
by number 4, Nelson Dorsey. And even if you have some clues as to which way the ball might be going, St. Albans still has very good players.
Yeah.
And we've got to get off blocks and make tackles, and sometimes that's a lot easier said than done when you're going against a good team that's hungry after what happened last year when the Saints traveled to Washington.
Yeah.
First and 10. Bulldogs driving at the St. Christopher's 40-yard line. So we have a little pause in the action. Just wanted to say hello and thank you to Mr. Green, Ms. Woodeman, Mr. Burke for giving us some insight on how the broadcast was sounding over the TV airwaves. So thank you. And a very special connection between our two schools is Reverend Melissa Hollerath, who is the former upper school chaplain at St. Christopher's for a number of years, and now is a chaplain and teacher up at St. Albans. She is beloved here at St. Christopher's, and I'm sure is beloved at St. Albans as well. So hello to Reverend Hollerath. I know this game must be tough for you with two schools that you love, so I hope you're able to just sit back and enjoy some football on this beautiful day. First and 15 for the Bulldogs. Number 67, Harrison Baraka giving chase. Pass complete to number 6, Kenny Delanian, and it is tackled by number 9, Jacob Zoller.
Yeah, and that was an incredible end of the first quarter, the score being 7-0 Saints.
Second quarter about to begin. 7-0 St. Christopher's. St. Albans is driving.
Yeah.
St. Christopher's offensively has shown what they can do when they put a drive together that is penalty-free.
Yeah.
And St. Albans is now showing what they are capable of with their ground attack. Sticking with the wing T formation. Play action pass for the first down. Nice play. So the Bulldogs will have 1st and 10 driving St. Christopher's 27-yard line. No defense wants to give up yardage.
Yeah.
But the most important thing is to not give up points.
Indeed.
So let's see if we can clamp down and slow down this Bulldog drive that's been effective thus far.
They did a great job with that right there.
Defensive line clogging the running lanes for no gain. John Miles, number 52, in on that tackle. Guards going left, ball goes left, and there's a tackle by number 44 for the Saints, Cabell Pasco. And it's 3rd down. The cowbells are ringing. It's time for that Saints crowd to make a difference, having the home field and help this defense get a big stop.
Yeah, they're as lively as ever.
Yeah, if you're St. Albans, it's 3rd and 7. They're probably, depending on how good their kicker is, in 2-down territory. So they may only try to they might run it here to try to get a 4th and 1 or a 4th and short, but they go to the air. And the pass is complete to number 4.
First and 10 to go.
Nelson Dorsey making the catch. The Bulldogs will have 1st down, the 12-yard line. Upchurch delivers the play, comes to the line. Play action pass again. Number 4, Dorsey with the catch. Coach Toon and that defense are going to be very alert as to where Dorsey is, because he is a threat coming out of the backfield as receiver. 2nd and 10. 9:28 to go, quarter number 2. Handoff. Oh, number 26 almost lost the ball. That is Clark Mosick for St. Albans. My apologies if I mispronounce any of the St. Albans players' last names.
Yeah, that's one of the struggles.
They do have a quite a large roster.
Yeah.
And it's another 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 11. Let's see what Coach Toon dials up here with the St. Christopher's defense. There's a big play, number 30, Gabriel
St. Albans was trying to run a bootleg pass, but Omohundro wasn't fooled.
Yeah, he was just.
The quarterback lost the ball and then caught it, and it was hard to tell whether or not he caught his own pass or he recovered his own fumble. Either way, it has resulted in a big loss for St. Albans.
Yeah, but a gain for St. Chris.
And they are in that no man's land where too far to kick a field goal, too close to punt, so they're going for it on about 4th and 25. Good call there by the St. Christopher's defense to use one of your three first half timeouts. Can't take them with you to the second half. Get your defense squared away.
I think this should be a pretty easy play for the Saints, however, but you never know. St. Albans could pull out something.
So in this kind of situation with 4th and 25, and St. Albans deep in St. Christopher's territory, one line of thought is to drop defensive backs into coverage. Because you know to get the first down, they're going to have to get at least 25 yards, guard the deep pass, keep everything in front of you, come up and make a tackle. Another line of thought is to blitz and get the ball out of the quarterback's hand quickly so that the receivers don't have time to run a route that's deep enough to get the first down even if they catch it. I think the Saints are probably going to drop defenders into coverage and let that defensive line wreak havoc.
Ooh.
There's a deep pass.
Ooh, intercepted. Running with 5, Kirk George.
Pass is intercepted by Kirk George. So it'll be St. Christopher's ball.
George is having an incredible game.
That is a tough play for Kirk because instinctively the ball's up. You want to go make the interception.
Yeah.
And that's what you practice all the time. In hindsight, if you could do it over again, he'd probably bat it down so that the Saints would have had the ball from the original line of scrimmage since it was 4th down.
Yeah.
But better safe than sorry.
Indeed.
Let's see what Khalil Nash can do from the 2-yard line. Nice job by the Saints to change the snap count, and the result is encroachment by St. Albans, which gives the Saints a little more breathing room. Due to graduation last year, the Saints lost a wonderful Kovanis.
Yeah.
But we have a new Kovanis, his younger brother.
Yeah, Konstantinos is. Yeah, he's a very impressive player.
What have been your observations in watching Konstantinos play? He's number 23 in the backfield for the Saints.
He's very determined whenever he's on the field. Like he's very hard to stop, as he'll just keep moving no matter what obstacles are in his way. And he's just, I don't know.
He was a very hard-nosed runner last year for the JV team, and he's brought that ferocity right up to the varsity. And it's nice that out comes Konstantinos after a good hard carry, and number 22 Maddox White back in the game. So there are many weapons for St. Christopher's.
Yeah.
Handoff, number 22, Maddox White.
Rumbling
ahead for the first down. This is the kind of drive where you want to see that offensive line take over. St. Albans has to be a little frustrated that a wonderful drive that they had stalled, and it would be significant for the momentum of this game if St. Christopher's could march down the field and put some more points on the board.
Yeah.
Overall, This seems like a very evenly matched game, befitting two schools that have a lot in common.
Yeah.
St. Albans is an all-boys school. It's an Episcopal school. We mentioned Reverend Hollerith, that's a connection. And our headmaster, Mr. Leckie, spent a number of years as a teacher and coach at St. Albans before going to New Orleans for a job as a head of school, and then ultimately ended up at St. Christopher. So two schools with a lot in common. St. Albans is a very well-known and well-respected school. One other piece of trivia, we're almost the same age. St. Albans was founded in 1909, and St. Christopher's was founded in 1911.
Yeah. And in the JV game, there were very similar playing styles as with both sides. Whenever, like when St. Albans was playing defense and when St. Chris was playing defense, the opposite team rarely made it across 50-yard line.
I think that score was a little bit misleading.
Yeah.
Even though St. Christopher's ended up winning by over 20 points,
yeah.
it was very close for the duration of the game.
It took a whole quarter to get a touchdown, and then even when they did, they were just incredible plays.
First down for the Saints. .432 to go in the second quarter. 7-0 St. Christopher's. Keep waiting for a deceptive pass of some sort. We've been really working the run game as we should with that strong veteran offensive line, but I think Coach Clellan will probably be looking for just the right opportunity to run a play-action pass of some sort and try and get a deep pass.
Yeah, it's definitely coming.
Here we go.
Ooh.
Deep pass to Brandon Jennings.
Brandon Jennings,
Number 3, Brandon Jennings. But unfortunately, there is a penalty flag. And that play will be coming back.
It's devastating.
An illegal man downfield is the call. So that will bring back a beautiful touchdown connection from Nash to Jennings.
Oof, that's got to be really upsetting. Because that play was just so smooth, worked so well, and now they need to redo it.
So we'll have 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap. Nash out to Zoller.
Zoller's just evading. Ooh, he's dodging every play. Wow.
He's up the sideline. At the 20. Nice throw and catch from Nash to Zoller. And then Zoller works his magic on the sideline to get the Saints back in business. Timeout on the field, 3:17 to go. In quarter number 2, St. Christopher's is up 7-0. Winston, as we look at the rest of this quarter, I bet we're going to see a heavy dose of the run to try to power the ball in and then leave St. Albans with minimal time to try and score before the half.
Yeah.
we're back.
First and 10 Saints, the 20-yard line, driving after a big Nash to Zoller catch and run. Puts the Saints in business. With St. Albans having kicked off to start the game, this is big for St. Christopher's because if they can get a touchdown, Winston, it's almost like, I like putting in a basketball reference every now and then. It's like make it, take it, because we'll get the ball to start the second half. So that could be really big for momentum if you score, go into halftime, get the ball back, and get another touchdown on the board.
Yeah.
Omohundro leaking out. Nice pass from Nash to Omohundro inside the 10-yard line. That should be enough for a first down. And we'll give St. Christopher's a first and goal at the 9.
It's like Coach Toon's talking to Sonny Bridges. Hopefully we'll get to see him get some playtime soon. He's very promising. A great basketball star, too.
Yes, Sonny is another example of a multi-sport athlete who is a contributor on both teams and a young man with a lot of promise who we'll be hearing a lot about in both sports for years to come. Nash throws that one away. Good decision. There was good coverage by St. Albans. No need to force a throw on a first down.
Yeah.
2:05 to go. Second quarter.
Student section once again getting very lively.
Student section definitely wants another touchdown.
Yeah.
Before halftime. Number 22, Maddox White in the backfield with Nash. Design quarterback run. Good move by Nash. Following number 74, Darius Gray, who is a good man to follow.
Yeah.
And we will have third down for the Saints, third and goal at the 4-yard line. Winston, so hard to defend against St. Christopher's because everybody's a threat.
Yeah, we really do have an incredible lineup.
Another timeout. I believe that one was called by St. Albans. 1:39 to go. Winston, I was talking about the relationship between St. Christopher's and St. Albans and doing a little research to educate some of our St. Christopher's viewers about St. Albans who may not know much about the school.
Yeah.
They have had 2 students who football fans may know, Hall of Fame NFL lineman Jonathan Ogden, who played for the Baltimore Ravens, went to St. Albans.
That's crazy.
And then after Hurricane Katrina, Odell Beckham Jr. came up and spent a year as a student at St. Albans.
Wow, that's really impressive.
From the political world, former Vice President Al Gore is a graduate of St. Albans. And then from the history science world, Michael Collins, who flew with Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin on the Apollo 11 moon landing mission. He also went to St. Albans.
That really is an impressive group of alumni.
Handoff up the middle to Omohundro, who is stuffed, and it will be decision time for the Saints. 1:25 to go. 4th down. And St. Christopher's is going to take a timeout to talk about it. All right, Winston. 4th and 2.
Less than
1:20 to go.
Yeah.
You get the ball back to start the second half. What are you going to do? Are you going to kick the field goal with Slocker, or are you going to go for it, try and get the touchdown?
I think I'd try and go for the touchdown since they're so close. But the field goal definitely would be useful.
Looks like Coach Cleland is talking to his offense, so that probably suggests that they're going to go for it. An argument for kicking a field goal is that it makes it a 2-possession game, and getting the ball back would give you a chance to go up 17-0 at the start of the second half, which would be nice. But I like the call. You've got your offensive line, challenge them. This is how you want to win a championship. These are the moments, whether they score or not, these are those moments where you learn about your team and you get better. And I like challenging the group. See what happens. Handoff up the middle to Omohundro. And he powers it in for a touchdown. Number 30, Henry Omohundro. Winston, I like it. You didn't hesitate. You were going all the way. You were right. Good call by you. Good call by Coach Cleland and the Saints. 13-0.
As long as they're really determined and plan it out, I think it's just the way to go.
Omohundro got hit before crossing the goal line, and he powered it through.
Yeah.
All right. Pendlebury into snap to number 29, Thomas Mullins. Slocker prepared to kick. Good snap. Good hold. And good kick.
It's good.
14-0 Saints. 1:15 to go. Quarter number 2. As we get ready for the Saints kickoff, opportunity to see some incredibly valuable members of the team who make their contributions on special teams. Number 21, Elijah Asari. Number 24, Ashton Applewhite. Number 20, Michael Farley. Number 15, Eric Brown. Number 6, we've heard McGuire Boyd. And number 26, Captain Worrell, are just some of the Saints players who are out putting the work every day in practice and then make a difference on special teams. Kickoff is mishandled by St. Albans, and let's see, was he in the end zone? And he was not. His knee was down, so that is disastrous for St. Albans.
Yeah.
Especially with the St. Christopher's defensive line, because even a run play, there's the threat of a loss and a safety. Saints only have one timeout left, but if they get a stop, we could probably expect to see them use it to make St. Albans have to snap it as much as possible with their back up against their own end zone. Quarterback sneak just to try and get some breathing room, which they do. That'll be second down from the 5. Now that they're out at the 5, using a timeout may not make as much of a difference, Winston, because they could just kneel it. Can't really kneel it when you're at the 1.
Yeah.
.32 seconds to go. Handoff. Saints make a stop, and there's the timeout. 23 seconds to go. Can't take the timeout with you, so you might as well use it and see what happens. I would imagine St. Albans will run something safe to get to the locker room. down 14-0. Have a chance to regroup. And the challenge for the Saints will be coming out after halftime with an opportunity to really put the game away with a big drive to start the second half and maybe make it a 3-score game. One name we haven't heard today, unfortunately, is Evan Wilson, number 1, because he is recovering from a little injury setback, and hopefully he will be back on the field soon, because Evan is another wonderfully talented player for the Saints that increases the number of weapons that they have on the field at any one time. 3rd down and 5. St. Albans in the wing tee.
Oh.
Handoff. Looked like Jacob Zoller knocked number 4, Nelson Dorsey, off balance. Chains will get set, then the clock will start, and we will be going to halftime.
Yeah. Final score of this first half is 14-0 Saints. And I think we could definitely see some interesting stuff in the next half.
We've seen a lot of the potential of what this team can be. But I'm sure Coach Cleland will have plenty to talk about with some of the penalties, which have taken points off the board and slowed down drives. And I'm sure Coach Toon will have some defensive adjustments, and they went over what St. Albans was running all week. But I'm sure they're going to have some conversations now that they've seen it live with St. Albans players on the field to make some adjustments and be ready for a good second half.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back for the second half in a few minutes.
This is STC TV, the one and only streaming service for St. Christopher's athletics. From varsity sports to middle school sports, we've got you covered.
They rush the corner!
Really nice, looking to run.
And he hurls him!
And it is deep. Out. Saints are state champs.
He's got a lot of space. It's wide open.
Touchdown, Saints!
And that's it! He's hyped!
As always, thank you for tuning in. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream.
It's your producer here. We have about 10 minutes until Q3 starts. Stay tuned for some interviews from our special guest. Thank you.
Man, it's really getting annoying. Like these mountain bikers are using their bikes in the halls to bike to class. Like it's just getting ridiculous at this point.
stay tuned for an interview with Trent.
We have a special guest visiting St. Christopher's today, one of our graduates from the class of 2022, Trent Hendrick, who is up at James Madison. Trent, how's college treating you?
Good. I mean, it's definitely different, take it more seriously, the game. It's not just, a big fun thing. You got to really, it's like a business, but I like it, though. Now that the season's here, it's real fun.
What is your daily schedule like at James Madison now that you're in the midst of classes and football?
Now that classes started, I got 8 a.m.s every single day. I do all my classes in the morning. Then I'll probably grab treatment, grab a bite to eat, and then meetings start at 2:30. Those last like an hour and a half on the field at 4 o'clock. And then we get out, study hall some days, but I like to finish my work in a beginning of the week so I don't have to go to study hall.
We've seen that you've gotten some playing time, which is incredible as a true freshman. What's been the difference between high school football and college football at such a great school like JMU?
I say the biggest difference is definitely like the meeting times and the attention to detail each play. After practice, you meet with coach, review the film every day, and he's critical, the way he talks to you. But coach loves me, though, and I love him, and he coaches me hard. So other than that, I mean, physically-wise, I just go out there and ball. So, I mean, I feel good, but it's just all mental for real.
Trent, it was fun to come back on the sideline with Andre Green as well. You guys are both in off weeks this week. What is it like to come back to St. Christopher's and see your friends and cheer on the Saints?
It feels good. Got here in 9th grade, but, I feel like I've been here my whole life. I love it here. This is always going to be home for me. So it was good to come out here with the boys. Obviously, it feels weird that, we're not playing anymore, but, it's always fun to come out here and see everybody, all the old coaches and all that stuff.
So, big game next week. You're playing Appalachian State. They host a college game day. So you guys are going to be ready to play there. So everybody knows what's your jersey number at JMU, and what are you going to expect from the Dukes next week?
Number 24, look out for me on defense, special teams. You should expect us to go out there, really try to stuff the run, because that's what they like. Run the ball hard and then air them out. We score a whole lot of points. Our quarterback is top 5 passing yards. George's quarterback is too. He has to put points on the board. So it should be a high-scoring game on our end. Hopefully we can, try to limit their scoring, but should be a good game for sure.
Trent, thanks for coming back and spending a little time with us today, and it's great to see you, and good luck the rest of the year.
Sure, good seeing you, Coach.
Thank you guys for coming back and watching that interview with Trent. It's great to have him back on campus today. Q3 should start in about 2 minutes, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys.
Is that good? Yeah, that's good. The audio is actually really good. These mics are good.
So excited for this team breakfast, guys. Can't wait to eat some pancakes.
Sorry guys, I'm all out of pancakes today.
Sorry, y'all, I just like pancakes.
So excited for this team.
And we're back in the second half of this game.
Winston, I made a mistake. I got turned around as to who was going to be kicking off, which so I stand corrected. The Saints are kicking off to start the second half. So
all right.
That made that decision to go for it on fourth down.
Yeah.
And get the touchdown into the second quarter even more important. Walker with the kick. Fielded by number 3 for St. Albans, Christian Cherilus. St. Albans will have first and 10 at the 34-yard line. Let's see what adjustments the Saints have made. Starting on defense. Handoff to number 4, Nelson Dorsey for St. Albans. Gain of about 6. Second and 4. This is a big drive for St. Albans. Coming out of the locker room, down 14-0. They're staying with their power run formation, only one wide out. Pass is complete again to number 4, Nelson Dorsey. He is an excellent football player.
Yeah.
And a pivotal part of the St. Albans offense.
Indeed.
Winston, what players for the Saints do you think we should be looking for in the second half? Are there any guys in particular that you think will have a breakout half and make a key play?
I think Sonny Bridges, if he actually gets out there, I think we could see him do some crazy stuff.
He's done a nice job on defense. That linebacker spot, maybe he'll come up with an interception at some point.
Yeah.
St. Albans' passing game is predicated on the threat of the run. So the Saints aren't as worried about a deep ball over the top. So they are really bringing almost 9 players up in the box. Ooh. Nice tackle. There's Bridges, number 11, and number 6, McGuire Boyd in on the action.
Yeah.
It'll be 3rd and 4 as St. Albans crosses midfield to the 49-yard line. St. Albans will have to hustle. 10 seconds on the play clock. Play clock, and there is a not sure why the official not sure why a substitution was forced. Number 14 for the Saints, Deacon Begley, had to come out. And that's too bad because St. Albans only had about 3 or 4 seconds on the play clock. May not have gotten the play off. Now you get a fresh 25. By number 44, Cabell Pasco.
Yeah,
off the edge.
Big play of the game.
That gets the same fans up on their feet, ringing the cowbells.
definitely full of life over there.
4th and 10, the 45-yard line. St. Albans punting. Gets it away barely. Fielded by Zoller. Retreats back to the 5.
Ooh.
And is tackled out at the 15-yard line, where the Saints will have their first drive of the opening quarter. I'm sorry, first drive of the second half. 8:51 to go. 14-0 St. Christopher's in the third quarter. Some first half stats. Maddox White was a leading rusher for St. Christopher's with 6 carries for 24 yards. Konstantinos Kovanas, 4 carries for 23 yards. Jacob Zoller, 4 carries for 20 yards. And Henry Alejandro, 4 carries, 10 yards, and a touchdown. Khalil Nash was 6 of 9 passing for 114 yards and a TD. And he had one beautiful touchdown called back on a deep pass to Brandon Jennings.
Yeah.
Kirk George leading the way with 4 total tackles and 2 interceptions. John Miles, Jacob Zoller, each with 3 tackles, and Henry Alejandro with 2 tackles. St. Albans statistical leader Nelson Dorsey, name we've said a lot today, 6 carries, 59 yards. And there is an offsides on St. Albans. Good job by St. Christopher's to play the snap count game and pick up 5 free yards. St. Christopher's outrushed St. Albans in the first half, 84-52, and outpassed St. Albans 114-44. Time of possession, though, was very even. St. Albans had the ball for 11 minutes and 21 seconds. St. Christopher's 12 minutes and 39 seconds. So even though it's a 14-0 lead, this game is very competitive.
Yeah.
And 2 pretty evenly matched teams. Alejandro in the backfield with Nash. Nice pass to number 9, Jacob Zoller.
Taking down around the 45-yard line.
Khalil Nash has looked great throwing the ball.
Yeah.
Very decisive. He throws a tight spiral. The ball's coming in that nice tight spiral. It's easier to catch.
Yeah.
And he and Jacob Zoller really have some good chemistry on those sideline throws.
Yeah, they're a duo everywhere.
Ball is out. Recovered by St. Albans. Question is, was St. Christopher's down? Maddox White.
Looks like something happened to him. Ooh. Hope not another leg injury.
Now we just have feedback.
Robin Eldridge, St. Christopher's trainer, will be checking on Maddox White, who we certainly hope is okay. And we will take a break as we check on Maddox. It is great to see Maddox White up and walking off the field under his own power. We certainly hope that Maddox is okay.
Yeah,
Came off a serious injury.
just came off serious injury, so yeah.
We're coming off of a knee injury. And it will be St. Alban's ball. They ruled that his knee was not down and there was a fumble. But when coming off a serious injury, physical rehab. There's the physical rehab that needs to take place, and then there's also the psychological side.
Yeah.
Because especially in a game like football where you're cutting and getting tackled.
Yeah.
That's in many ways harder than physical.
Yeah.
And Maddox has done a great job, so we certainly hope he's okay. 2nd and 8, St. Albans at the St. Christopher's 49-yard line. Pitch out to number 3, Christian Cherlis. Flags on the play. St. Albans thinks it's against the Saints. Refs will sort this one out. Ball is currently spotted 2 yards shy of the first down. The officials are prepared to confer. Penalty will be against St. Christopher's, which will result in a St. Albans first down.
Ooh.
Not quite sure what's happening at the moment. So we have a stoppage in play. Substitution, number 52 for the Saints, John Miles coming back in for number 71, Quentin Levy. While we have the stoppage, we'll take a look at the schedule. St. Christopher's has come into this game at 2-0 with wins over North Cross and St. Stephen's St. Agnes last week, and they were a playoff team from a year ago. St. Albans, game you're watching now. If the score prevails, St. Christopher's will move to 3-0, but there's a lot of football left to be played. And then next week, September 24th, St. Christopher's will host Norfolk Academy here on Knowles Field. That's a 1 p.m. kickoff. Yesterday, Norfolk Academy lost decisively to a very talented Trinity team. So Norfolk will be looking to rebound from that game. And then Saturday, October 1st, Benedictine College Prep will come to Knowles Field for a 3 p.m. game at the Saints. Ball is loose and recovered by St. Albans number 2, Kendall Weaver. And it'll set up a 2nd down and 10. Winston, the schedule for the Saints has been very unique because North Cross was a home game, St. Stephen's was a home game, St. Albans was a home game, Norfolk Academy will be a home game, Benedictine will be a home game, and then we play 4 straight on the road at Fork Union, at Woodbury, at Trinity, and at Douglas Freeman.
Yeah.
We definitely have a schedule that is front-loaded with home games. Timeout called by St. Albans right before the way of game penalty. And two other scheduling notes, which are very exciting. Friday, October 28th, St. Christopher's will travel down Three Chop Road to take on the Mavericks of Douglas Freeman for a 7 p.m. game under the lights. And that will be a lot of fun. Freeman is a great program here in Richmond. Many of our students have close friends on the Mavericks team, and that'll be a great night of football for this area.
Yeah.
One heartbreaking part of that Freeman game is our own number 32, Chris Beach, has been hurt and will not be able to play. And he has a brother on the Freeman team, so that would have been
incredible game.
We certainly miss number 32, Chris Beach. He's a talented football player, great leader, but he is down on the sidelines, still continuing to make an impact on this football team. And then after the Freeman game, Saturday, November 5th, is the original scheduled date for the collegiate game, but there is a very strong possibility, and I think plans are in the works, to move that game to Friday, November 4th, and have that be our first game under the lights here at Gold Field.
Yeah, that would definitely be a good move.
It'll be nice to have the Freeman game at night the week before collegiate, so our players will be used to playing under the lights. 2nd and 5. Direct snap to number 4, Nelson Dorsey. It'll be close. And it looks like it will be a first down. First and 10. Bulldogs driving at the St. Christopher's 28-yard line. Another direct snap to Dorsey. Stop for a loss of 1. Probably some of our viewers at home maybe have this game on and also perhaps college football games.
Yeah.
One game taking place right now, the Virginia Cavaliers are leading Old Dominion 10-6 in the second quarter. Old Dominion already has a victory over Virginia Tech this year. Some trickery. That was a really neat play. Direct snap. And then it was handed to number 55, Thomas Stein, an offensive lineman, who then pitched it back to number 3, Christian Charles. That's a great way to keep your linemen happy, to let them touch the ball from time to time.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen very often. 3rd and 4. Saints crowd is still on their feet. Cowbells are ringing. Blitz is coming. And St. Albans is stopped just short, which will set up a big 4th and 2 for the Bulldogs. Mr. Ware cues the 4th down music for the Saints. Enter Sandman, which college football fans will know as the entrance music for the Virginia Tech Hokies. And we'll see if the Saints can get a big stop here. Direct snap to Dorsey, and he will have the first down and more for a St. Albans touchdown.
Yeah, first of the game.
Wonderful run by
Yeah.
Dorsey. Credit St. Albans for a very critical drive to make this a one-score game. It's tough on those fourth and short plays. A lot of times you see, because everybody has to come up to try to make the stop, and it can allow for a good player like Dorsey to slip through and turn a short yardage play into an explosive. The kick is up and good. With 2:56 to go in the third quarter. St. Christopher's 14, St. Albans 7. Now's the time for that veteran offensive line for St. Christopher's to take hold of this game.
Yeah.
And it's their opportunity to respond. These kinds of scenarios are in a game are why you put in the work in the offseason.
Yeah.
Why the players spend so much time with Coach Blanton and Coach Wright to develop their strength and conditioning, why they work so hard. These moments will test them and allow them to have a response. And I think this is what, frankly, you want in these early season games. With talented teams, we talked about the schedule, talented teams coming up. It's good for this young team, when I say young in certain positions, to be tested so that when they're playing the tough competition to come, that they don't panic. They've been in these moments before.
Yeah.
Watch the onside, kid! Watch the onside!
So Winston, how are you doing? It's been a long day of football.
I'm feeling a little tired, but, you know, I'm excited because we got Portico tonight, so something I'm looking forward to.
And for our viewers at home who may not know what Portico is, what is Portico?
It's kind of like a casual dance. It's not like you need a date. You just show up with friends, have a good time. At least that's what I've heard.
So Portico, that is traditionally, if I recall, now I'm an old man now. I'm 40, so it definitely hit old man status. But back when I was a student at St. Chris in the 90s, Portico was up at St. Catherine's. Is that where they still have it?
I believe so.
Well, that'll be fun. It's one of the great things about the start of the school year is it's felt like a normal year.
Yeah.
And so I'm very excited that the St. Christopher's and St. Catherine's students will have an opportunity to enjoy one another's company after these first few weeks, hopefully after a victory here today. There is a short kick fielded by number 5, Kirk George, and he's dangerous. He is a good athlete. Nice spin move up to the 34-yard line. Kirk George played basketball as well.
Yeah.
And earlier at halftime, you may have heard an interview with Trent Hendrick, who was basketball captain.
Yeah.
Kirk stepped in beautifully last year for a big basketball game against Woodbury Forest when Trent wasn't able to be there because he had a important football obligation as he prepared for his next chapter at JMU, and Kirk did a remarkable job. So he's another multi-sport athlete. Hand off to 23, Constantinos Cavanis. Big run. Constantinos is not afraid and, in fact, invites that kind of contact.
Yeah.
Physical run from the freshman. Short bubble screen from Nash, number 10, Bryce Neely. Excellent defense by St. Albans. Probably a loss of a couple yards. Set up a 2nd and 12 for the Saints. After Brandon Jennings got that deep touchdown that was called back, St. Albans has certainly been worried about him in the deep ball. They're giving him quite a cushion of 10 to 12 yards. 52, John Miles checking in for number 71, Quentin Levy. Jacob Zoller, number 9, in for Konstantinos Kramanos. .130 to go in the third quarter. St. Christopher's 14, St. Albans 7. St. Albans showing blitz, but drop back. And that'll set up about a 4th and 7 from the 50-yard line. Another decision, will they go or punt? And it looks like Coach Clellan will send out the punting unit, which I think is a good call.
Yeah.
St. Albans has shown that they can definitely drive and score the ball. Let's make them go, hopefully 85, 90 yards rather than maybe risk a short field. Nice punt by Jacob. And it goes out at the 25-yard line, so it will be 1st and 10 Bulldogs. 41 seconds to go in the third quarter from around 25-yard line. As we get ready to start this next drive, we will have many of the same faces with been on the field on defense for the Saints in on this pivotal sequence. Direct snap to Dorsey. Number 6, McGuire Boyd, in on the tackle. McGuire Boyd is a multi-generational Saint. And when I was a kid, I remember watching his father, also named McGuire, anchor the St. Christopher's defense. His father wore number 4. Young McGuire is wearing number 6. And then there was Jack Boyd, who is young McGuire's uncle. He wore number 5. So there's 4, 5, and 6 are the Boyd family numbers. That'll take us to the fourth quarter. 14-7 Saints. St. Albans driving.
Yeah, it's definitely been a very interesting game, and I hope Saints can pull through and keep their lead this final quarter.
So Winston, what's your philosophy defensively? Because on the one hand, if we sit back, St. Albans is very comfortable, and in fact seems this is what they like to do. A few yards at a time. 3, 4, 5 yards, drive down the field. They've played a relatively clean game with very few penalties. Obviously very well coached, so hats off to them. So we could play back, or do we blitz and show more aggression, but that could open up the deep play and make us vulnerable to that. What do you think we ought to do?
I think for both offense and defense, it should just be like go for it, play aggressively, and try to cut the ball, like try to prevent as many yards as possible, and just don't like sit back and wait for something to happen. Just charge and try.
All right, so let's keep an eye out for whether or not Mr. Toon dials up a blitz here.
Yeah.
On 2nd and 3. You guys may be able to see in your view from home Many of the people that contribute to a successful game day operation, in addition to the coaches, Robin Eldridge, our trainer, Zach Cresson, has been helping out with the water, keeping players hydrated, and his colleague, Mr. Bernie Whitlow, do such an incredible job taking care of our beautiful fields and facilities and the equipment. It really is a team effort to pull off a football game on Saturday afternoon. Direct snap to number 3. Cherilus picks up about 6 yards, and we'll have a 3rd and 1. Talking about adjustments, St. Albans has kept Miles Upchurch at quarterback on the sideline and has gone to this wildcat formation where it's a direct snap. And the benefit from a scheme standpoint of taking Upchurch out is they pick up a blocker, because now they're just snapping directly to the runner who can go forward and insert an extra blocker.
Yeah.
So we'll see how the Saints respond. Be a good opportunity for the D-line to step up. 10:55 in 2024. Again, the trick play. It ends up in the hands of number 55, the lineman, and is pitched to the running back, number 26, Clark Mosick. Penalty on the play. This one looks like it's coming down. Holding on the Bulldogs. 39. In the first half, we saw a Saints drive killed by a penalty.
Yeah.
And that was a big penalty on St. Albans because 1st and 20 is not an ideal situation. Especially for a team that likes to grind out a few yards at a time. Pick up 5, setting up a 2nd and 15. Winston, how excited are Saints players and fans for the addition of Lights to
I seem pretty excited, as night games are always something that have sort of been wanted by Saints fans, and so it'll be definitely very interesting once it actually becomes a reality.
I think attendance at this game has been great. The camera can't see most of our fans who are on the same side of the field as the camera, and lining the south fence line surrounding the track and the field. But do you think we're going to get more fans at night games, fewer, or about the same?
I think more, because I don't know, I feel like there's less complications sort of for a night game.
Right, like some maybe fewer teams that are also playing,
Yes.
so that soccer at a game, they can come to night
Yeah.
games. And likewise, soccer and baseball are going to get to play night games too, so hopefully they'll get significantly more fans.
Yeah.
Direct snap to number 3. Number 14, also into the game now for the Saints, number 34, E.J. Seward. Great to see him out on the field. And that will force a punt. St. Albans punting And this would be a great time for a Jacob Zoller explosive punt return.
Yeah.
That snap, they just get it off. Get away from it. Friendly St. Albans roll. Down the 28-yard line. That looked like it was not going to work out very well for St. Albans, but they have to be happy with the final result. First down for the Saints at the 26-yard line. 8:16 to go, fourth quarter. Now, Winston, this is the time where it's great to have our head coach, who is a offensive lineman at Northwestern, Lance Clellan,
Yes, sir.
Big Ten champion. And this is the situation you love as an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Your team is winning, fourth quarter. You're going to challenge them. I expect a fair amount of runs. Not how he wanted to start. Penalty. 5-yard penalty. But this is when you challenge your offensive line. And so let's put together a drive, run the clock in this game. But not the start that he wanted, but first and 15, the Saints can make that up. Pass is short to number 3, Brandon Jennings. Second down. Not a direct snap, but a short little shovel pass from Nash, number 10, Neely. It'll be 3rd and 11 for the Saints. Into the game for the Saints, number 17, Jack Hall.
Ooh,
incomplete. The Hall, but incomplete pass, fourth down, we'll have to punt. So, I think both coaching staffs, when they go back and look at this film, I don't think either coaching staff will question the effort and how hard their teams are playing, but I think the message has got to be penalties can really hurt you.
Yeah.
And they can derail a drive before it even begins. Excellent punt from Jacob Zoller, and great roll, bobbled by St. Albans. I thought his knee may have been down, but number 2, Kendall Weaver, is not going anywhere. St. Albans will have the ball at the 25-yard line, down 7:26 to go. Upchurch is back into the game for St. Albans at quarterback. Hands it off to number 4, Dorsey, for little to no gain. We'll have second down.
Dorsey from the game. Also, EJ Seward on the tackle.
EJ Seward in on that last tackle with Cabell Pasco. for number 5, Eli Quarles. And that will set up a 3rd and 12. Boy, it is just really tough to run on this defensive line. Out comes number 78, Jackson Seal, and number 71, Quentin Levy. Darius Gray. Oh, Quentin Levy's coming back. Henry Alejandro. Number 44, Cabo Pasco. Number 54, Luke Pendlebury, anchoring the line at the moment. Pressure on the quarterback. Pass is complete to number 34 for St. Albans, Zaire Cobb. Credit Upchurch for making a timely, accurate throw in the face of St. Christopher's defensive line pressure for a big 3rd down conversion.
Yeah.
5:47 to go. Clock is running. St. Christopher's has all 3 of their timeouts. St. Albans has 2 timeouts remaining. Great tackle by number 5, Curtin George, who is having an excellent game.
Yeah, very consistent game.
I'm sure Trent Hendrick, who, as you saw, is here today and wore number 5 last year, has got to be pleased with seeing how Hendrick is upholding the tradition of number 5 this year.
Yeah.
2nd and long for St. Albans from the 35-yard line. Upchurch to pass. It is complete to number 12. And that would be Jackson Sheridan. Gains about 6 yards and will set up a 3rd and 9. At present, this will be one of the most pivotal plays of the game. Given that St. Albans is methodical on offense, they're not going to want to have to punt it away and have St. Christopher's get the ball back, because if they do get it back, they're not going to have time. And there is a pick. Number 3. Read it perfectly. High point of the football. Great interception by Brandon. That's something that the coaches have to be pleased with, because Brandon had a touchdown called back, hadn't had as many balls thrown his way today. And here we are in the 4th quarter. He stayed ready, stayed in the game, and then made a huge defensive play when it really counted.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of guy Brandon is. He is all about helping his team. It's one of the reasons why he is also a very highly regarded basketball player and basketball recruit. It looks like he could play some pretty high-level football, too.
Yeah, he's just an all-around star.
He is lined up right next to his brother, number 2, Willie Jennings, who had, interestingly, against St. Stephen's, a game-sealing interception.
Ooh.
Nice pass. St. Christopher's takes a 20-7 lead on that beautiful throw, catch, and run from Nash to Jennings. Pendlebury with an excellent snap. Thomas Mullins with a fantastic hold and Slocker boots it through 21-7. St. Christopher's with 3:39 to go in the fourth quarter. One thing that might go into the scouting report for future teams is that late in the game, if it's tight, might want to throw the ball away from the Jennings family.
Yeah.
Willie last week had a fantastic interception against St. Stephen's, and then Brandon today had a fantastic interception, followed up by the touchdown that we just saw. Now I say that it's not a very good situation to be in trailing this team when you have to throw the ball in the air because we have talented players in the secondary like Brandon Willie, Jacob Zoller, Deacon Begley. You don't want to necessarily test them.
Yeah.
Walker to kick. Ooh. Slocker is down. Hopefully he is okay.
Yeah.
Number 99. Number 99. Jack Slocker, excellent kicker. Hobbling off. Hopefully it's nothing serious. You may have seen in the NFL this past week, NFL rosters are only able to carry 53 players, so they usually only have one active kicker. The kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs was hurt, so one of their position players had to step in and kick. And so kickers can get hurt because the pivot, the plant foot is so important.
Yeah.
Hopefully Jack's okay. Nice tackle there by number 44, Cabell Pasco. Second and 11. Saints subbing in 3 players, and that's the benefit of the depth on this team. The St. Christopher's players are fresh in the fourth quarter. High snap, over up Church's head. He does a nice job fielding it, throws it away. Wondering, got it away, no intentional grounding. I'm going to have to go home and brush up on my rule book because I can't keep it straight between college intentional grounding, high school, and pro. Whether you has to be a receiver in the area or out of the pocket. If Coach Lewis lets me come back and join you again, then I will do homework to learn the rules of intentional grounding so I can communicate that next time.
Hopefully I'll have brushed up on my football knowledge too. Oh.
Fourth down. St. Albans will have to go for it with 2:48 to go. And they're going to call a timeout to talk about it. No team likes to be in a third and long or fourth and long situation, but some teams are built to handle that a little bit better. As an example, last year, there were moments where we would have third and long or fourth and long, and with a player like Andre Green, who is so explosive, he could get open and make tremendous catches. Teams like St. Albans, they they're not necessarily built to come back from behind explosively. But the positive for an offense like St. Albans is if they get the lead on you, they are a nightmare to play against because they can run clock and move.
Yeah, they are.
Keep you off guard with their various traps and misdirection run plays.
All right, defense, let's go!
Mr. Ware just played the classic Sam Cooke song. In honor of the parents who are working on the chain crew today. Turnover on downs. It'll be Saints ball. 2:41 to go, 21-7. Mr. Ware is very creative with his song choices.
Yeah.
Up 21-7, with 2:41 to go. He played I Will Survive. And hopefully that will be the case with St. Albans only having one timeout left. It looks like we will survive a hard-fought game against the Bulldogs that was drastically different than last year's 36-7 game in Washington, D.C. I think both these teams are hard-nosed, well-coached football teams with good players, and penalties kind of impacted the game, and then St. Christopher's had a few more explosives, which was nice to see.
It is definitely great to see Saints continue their undefeated, correct?
Throwing it deep to Willie.
Barely missed.
Barely missed. Nash incomplete. Because he was looking for Willie Jennings on the sideline. That was a good throw on the run. Third and 9. 1:48 to go. Constantinos Kovanos in the backfield with Nash. Another deep pass going up.
Ooh, barely incomplete.
Brandon Jennings went for it. Coverage on the play from number 34, Zaire Cobb. Now bring up 4th down.
Less than 2 minutes left on the clock.
Screen pass to Kavanas, and he will be short. And it'll be St. Albans ball.
Screen pass to Kavanas. He's looking short of the line again by Eli Forbes.
1:31 to go, Bulldogs ball. Saints fans, if you are able, and of course, we love having you on the call.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us today. But next Saturday, September 24th, we'll play another set of Bulldogs, this time from Norfolk Academy. 1 p.m. kickoff. Oh, good break on the ball by Begley, almost picked off. It'll be important for this team to focus on themselves and not look at the scoreboard. Trinity beat Norfolk by a lot. Trinity's very good. And a lot can happen over the course of a week in preparation.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Coach Clellan will want to talk about cleaning up some of the penalties, some of the timing plays, especially with cup games coming up in the next few weeks.
Ooh.
Pass over the head of the intended receiver, number 13, Jacob Dreamer. Jennings, number 3 on the coverage. .120 to go. Upchurch with the keep. Picks up about 5. It'll be 4th and 4. Timeout Bulldogs. 1:06 to play. I look at the Prep League schedule. We'll have Fork Union, Woodbury, Trinity, and Collegiate all coming up. So no early season Prep League games, which is pretty unique. All right, Winston, you're a young guy. Do you have any idea what song Mr. Ware is currently playing right now?
This is Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi, correct?
That is absolutely correct. Very impressive. Do you guys listen to this kind of music these days?
My father plays a lot of it, so I know.
Nice.
A decent amount.
That's awesome. I used to have this CD. Do you know what a CD is?
Yes, sir.
I know. Did you ever have a CD?
Yeah, we used to use them a lot, as my mom's car only had a CD thing, but it broke and then we upgraded.
1:06 to play. 4th and 4. George with the big hit off the edge. Ball is batted around. There is a penalty. Refs will confer. Unsportsmanlike conduct called on St. Alban, so it'll be St. Christopher's ball. St. Alban's quarterback, Miles Upchurch, as a sophomore, he's demonstrated a lot of toughness. One thing I enjoyed seeing in that stretch when he was out of the game and they were going to Wildcat, he was on the sideline cheering on his teammates.
Yeah.
I've never met him, but just watching him play and seeing him support his teammates.
Yeah.
He is a young quarterback with a lot of promise and looks to be a very sound leader for this Bulldog team in the years to come.
Indeed.
Nash will go under center. Good exchange. Hand off to number 20, and that is Michael Farley, a freshman.
Yeah.
There are multiple freshmen on the St. Christopher's varsity team. Michael Farley, Elisha Asari is number 21, Maddox White, number 22, Constantinos Cavanas, 23, and then Darius Gray, 74. So there's good.
They all
balance.
skipped the 8th grade team. Just moved right on to JV.
So they played JV. All played JV last year.
I believe so.
E.J. Seward in the backfield with Farley. Nash under center. Handoff is to Seward, who's met in the backfield for no gain. And that will be the final play of the game. St. Christopher's moves to 3-0. with today's win. St. Albans will move to 1-2, 21-7. Winston, thanks for having me today.
Yeah, of course.
Being with you.
Yeah.
And enjoy the night. Hope you guys have fun at the Portico dance.
Yes, sir.
Stay well, be safe, and congrats to you on double duty today.
Thank you.
21-7 Saints. Hope to see you next week for a game against Norfolk Academy, 1 p.m. Knowles Field. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Thank you guys for tuning in. This is your producer here. Sorry about the audio issues earlier in the game. We're still trying to get through a few kinks in the mic systems, and we're using new Bluetooth mics, which is just a little difficult. They're giving us some trouble. But thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week when we play Norfolk Academy. Thank you for watching SDC TV.